Now, I don't know if y'all remember Fran, when Fran hit up into North Carolina here on the coast, on the east coast of North Carolina, hit us real hard here. Now, we know hurricanes form out here in the Bermuda Triangle, or even further east, starts up more towards the Middle Passage, Africa, off the west, the Horn of Africa, and this area here strengthens and could move into the Caribbean here, forming storm surges, is what they call it, storm surges, where it might look like the storm's now the power of the storm or the miles per hour are decreasing. However, hitting landfall, the storm surges is what hits the land hard. That's what's happening with Milton. It's 180 now. As it get closer to inland, the it's slowing down a bit, but the storm surges is what's going to do a lot of the damage on the coast and the people there. So imagine a world where a nation where these storms are happening frequently and they're taking unpredictable turns. Now, we know Mississippi is hurricane prone. They actually just suffered from Helene just 2 weeks ago. So just imagine the world coming here frequent. This was happened 2 weeks ago. So these are storms back to back, 2 weeks apart. And imagine storms coming up through hitting the nation every week consistently. People wouldn't be able to sustain life here in the southeastern region, on the Gulf Coast, and then the southeastern region as well. They would have to migrate either further north or west, and then that's going to cause that's basically climate massive climate migration. Like we're talking about climate wars here in certain nations where people can't even sustain life anymore. That is what we're headed to in a damaged earth. I know it's hard for people to make the connection with how we live our daily lives and our dietary habits with natural disasters, hurricanes, and calamities like that, flooding. But in all actuality, it's directly connected. By how we behave as humans is determining what's happening on the earth. Okay, we could do our part by just cleaning up our dietary habits. I had a philosophy where if people decided to do a meatless Monday, even if people decided to do a meatless Monday for 6 months out of the year, for 2 years, maybe we could save a decade on Earth, in the sense of it being damaged the way that is what's going on now. That's just a philosophy that I had, but y'all tell me what y'all think. I've been talking about geosciences and planetary wellness since I've been talking about wellness and breaking down the 8 keys of wellness, like in my new book, The 8 Keys to Healing. I'm going through the 8 elements of wellness and how that ultimately can play its part in saving the planet and us becoming an evolved race of humans through how we treat each other, because ultimately how we treat each other is how we're going to treat the planet. And that's what people don't make the connection and getting to a new level of self-love. You start making a new connection with nature, what brings you into what's happening on Earth, which makes you more self-aware and takes your level of consciousness to the place of where, like, you understand that generations to come, it's not fair to them. It's not fair to them for them to grow up in a damaged earth that you're causing just for instant gratification and just plain out self-centeredness and selfishness. Okay, so we're talking about a generation of people who we're eating food that we humans have never ate ever in the existence of humans. Processed food dyes, chemicals that make you crave the more foods and meats that's damaging the earth even more through animal agriculture. These hog farms that's polluting the water. Here in North Carolina, we are number 2 in hog farms in the nation. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that's contributing to the damaging of the earth and what's going on with the weather, yo. So stay tuned, man. We're gonna keep talking about this. It's been put on my heart to talk about it. I'm concerned a bit. So stay tuned, man. Peace and wellness.